What does an 800-agent, multi-state raid look like at 3:45 a.m.? Unmarked vans, synchronized breaches across Minnesota, Illinois, Iowa, and Texas, and a basement that prosecutors say rewrites the mayor's public image. You'll see how agents followed encrypted ledgers to a hidden fee schedule used to pay off cases. If courts were allegedly compromised, what happens to 1,000 past rulings? In the next minutes, we'll walk the tunnels, open the rooms, and trace the money through crypto keys and real estate. Then show how the first 48 hours shook courtrooms statewide. Before we move on, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and like the video. How do unmarked vans in 4 states hit doors within the same 90-second window without tipping anyone off? The map starts in Minnesota. A command node sits in the metro with feeds from Illinois, Iowa, and Texas tied into one mission clock. Teams brief the warrants at midnight, sealed packets inside red folders, timestamps aligned to 0345. The signal is not a word, not a tone, but a synced push. One press that travels across task force devices at once. Vans roll out in staggered waves so no single convoy telegraphs intent. Every address gets a lane, a time, and a failsafe. Radios stay dark. Only encrypted push-to-talk chirps, short presses, no chatter. The risk chain runs through Davenport. If a door there goes loud at 3:43, Dallas hears about it in seconds, and the phones start to leave chargers. That single early knock can flush drives, send trucks into motion, and turn a coast-to-coast case into scraps. So they strip noise from the plan. The first voice you hear should be an agent at the hinge saying, "Police search warrant," not a heads up on a scanner. Staging looks like a parking lot at shift change. Unmarked cars sit beside plow trucks and delivery vans. Decoy routes peel off at exits to muddy license plate readers. Cut windows for local cell coverage are requested to slow mass alerts. Pre-placed maintenance trucks with legit work orders taped on clipboards idle near choke points to nose into alleys and block roll-up doors. Even the tow trucks have a reason to be there. If drivers try to ram out, they meet steel and chains first. The breach cadence runs like a drill. First layer is outer security. Contain the street, break lines of sight, secure stairwells, cut power if needed. Second layer is evidence capture. Phones off bodies, laptops unplugged mid-boot, routers bagged, DVRs pulled. Third layer is custody and digital imaging. On-scene forensic kits, clone drives, and dump volatile memory before encryption closes. You move quickly not to be flashy, but because live data fades. Interagency teams make this scale possible. HSI brings financial and trade angles. FBI runs intelligence and technical support. USMS moves fast on warrants and custody. Joint ops share air assets, surveillance logs, and legal prep. Pre-dawn timing lowers the odds of crossfire and lowers the odds that a suspect sits at a keyboard scrubbing logs. Courts prefer clean arrests. Investigators prefer intact data. Before sunrise gives both. In Des Moines, a warehouse sits quiet with a narrow loading tunnel that runs under a side lot. Agents stack at the pinch point. A thermal sweep shows heat signatures around 3 large frames. Pill presses still warm from the last run. The breach is short. Locks cut, door swings, and the room holds. Intact machines. Pallets staged for wrap. Labels set for a truck that will not arrive. No alarms tripped across the network because no one had time to make a call. The forensic quick grab hits in the first 5 minutes. A cold wallet sits in a desk with a key sheet taped under a drawer slide. Faraday bags swallow both before a remote wipe can trigger. A laptop screen flickers with a wallet client, so an agent pulls power, then images the drive on a field rig. Routers go into shielded sleeves. Radios with encrypted presets get cataloged with channel maps. You lock the keys before the other side even knows the door is open. By 4:10 a.m., synchronized seizures freeze trucks, bank accounts, and chat servers. The interstate routes go dark. Not quiet. Dark. No pings, no reroutes, No late-night "where are you, see" texts. The system that moved product and money loses its heartbeat at once. One address in Minneapolis doesn't fit the pattern. No forklift marks, no shipping tables. It's a residence with a locked stairwell and 2 doors below the foundation. Why would a public servant with a clean press record need a hidden stairwell with 2 reinforced doors and a biometric lock? The public bio reads tidy. Daily briefings, steady photo ops, and clean lines at ribbon cuttings. Off camera, the balance sheet tilts. Credit lines deepen, legal fees pile up after a divorce, and spending walks past the salary numbers month after month. That mismatch pushes pressure into quiet corners. When agents pulled the panel under the stairs and found a dead space cut into the foundation, the gap between image and income finally had a place to live. Door 1 breaks first. Inside, rows of black-wrapped packages stack along pallet racking. Chemical drums sit beside pill dyes sorted by millimeter, and industrial presses braced for mass runs. Encrypted radios rest in charging cradles, presets locked. Shipping labels point to lanes that match interstate routes flagged earlier in the night. Nothing about the room hints at a home. It looks like an order line paused mid-shift. Door 2 halts the air. Reinforced steel swings and the light hits restraints, mats, and small bodies. 50 children, some conscious but unresponsive, others limp and breathing shallow. No sound beyond short breaths and the scrape of boots on concrete. The scene flips priorities in seconds. EMTs move in as a unit. 2 medics per row, airway and pulse checks first. Oxygen masks go on, Narcan deploys where symptoms call for it, and glucose checks run on the youngest. Vitals get logged on wrist tags with timestamps. Every syringe, swab, and cut strap enters chain of custody bags. A medic photographs placement before removal, then seals the bag with a numbered strip. Victim services arrive with blankets, soft restraints for transport, and a contact sheet for guardians. No one leaves the space without a name, a time, and a condition. At a desk near the stairs sits a notebook split down its life. Front pages in plain ink show rental fees, contractor payments, vehicle maintenance, and community events. Flip it, and cipher blocks take over. Letters and numbers in fixed grids that map to transfer amounts and dates. Under the drawer rail, taped tight, lie QR fragments trimmed into strips. Reassembled, they index to multi-signature wallets, each requiring 2 or 3 keys. That design spreads risk and slows seizures, unless the fragments sit in the same room. The money trail uses threshold evasion. Payments scatter into thousands of sub-$10,000 transfers routed through pass-through LLCs and consulting retainers. Escrow accounts move funds between projects, so a payout reads like a deposit refund. On paper, it looks like payroll, maintenance, outreach, and legal retainers. In practice, it's structured to avoid alerts and to blend with normal business cycles. Folded inside the notebook is a fee schedule. No names, only initials and case numbers, priced by action. A delayed hearing costs 1 rate. A dismissal sits higher. Lost evidence has a premium. Investigators match dates on the sheet to docket entries. The lines hold. Continuances land on the exact weeks listed. A dismissal clicks into place next to a transfer.